I'm growing old, Mr. Squidward. I don't want to grow old anymore. Actually, you know, it's not too bad. You know, I'm only 24. That's not bad, right? I'm still young. I'm still spry. I've got another 6 years left before 30. Anyway, hello! Welcome to another episode Q&A thingamajig. It's been a while, a year. It's also been a while since I last talked in a video. You know, it's been a long time actually. Yeah, it's been a while. But because I haven't done like a developer commentary of any of the recent games I've made. That's my bad. I'm just very slow about things. I'm very unmotivated, you know? It's a struggle, even though it's something as simple as recording something. I don't know why, it's just, I don't have it in me sometimes to do that. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is the Q&A, 2025 Q&A, and I am happy to return and answer questions. So, let's get started. Keith the Lone Wolf asks, out of all the games you've created over the years, which one would you say is your biggest success? Around the clock, definitely around the clock. 3M is close, of course, but around the clock beginning bottom, I feel like kind of took its place, kind of. I know both those games are essentially been competing with each other all these years. Like, they are very close in terms of, like, statistics and popularity and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy how well those games did. I mean, I guess it makes sense, you know, it's SpongeBob and all that, but I don't know, it still blows my mind. I'm still very happy about that. It's crazy. There's so many old games of mine that still get, like, daily downloads all the fucking time. It's crazy. Like, Around the Clock would get, like, 100 downloads a day still. That's 100 people every day playing Around the Clock. To this day, that came out, like, was it 4 years ago? Did the game come out 4 years ago? I think so. That blows my mind. It's crazy. I don't know, I'm very happy about that. It makes me really happy, honestly. Carlos Venegas, I think, asks, what are your thoughts on Uncle Al's playthrough of ATC? I did see a little bit of it. I didn't get to really watch it much. I know that he struggled and gave up on the little boss fight tutorial segment in Patrick's Rock. It's a shame. I know that part is a little bit confusing, especially to new players. That was my bad. I feel like I could have done a better job making it a little more, a little easier to understand and get through. I feel really bad. I wish it wasn't that much of a struggle. I wish he could have played for more and enjoyed it, but yeah, that's how it goes. Older games of mine were much harder. Dean YouTube asks, are there any confirmed plans for games after Vex Clock, after you take the break which you deserve? Thank you. Right now I would say Dave EXE is the next game I have to work on after Vex Clock. As for like other random projects and stuff, I don't know. It's usually a spur of the moment kind of deal whenever I make a new game, like uninvited guest. Like I literally got back from Canada visiting my girlfriend, like just immediately deciding, you know what? I just want to make a new game, and ended up making uninvited guests in like a month. So that was something. But as for just other games, we'll see. Definitely Dave EXE. I want to be able to work on that next. Spring Dude asks, what's a game mechanic you saw that you've been wanting to incorporate into one of your own games, but never could think of a way to do so? That would probably be, okay, so this is gonna be a little weird. Dave EXE, there was a enemy concept that we have. It's this, I don't know if I should spoil it. I don't think it matters too much. Imagine a centipede. That sounds kind of hard to make. Like, obviously it would sound, easy. It's like, oh, a centipede just kind of crawls around. I mean, a centipede that moves dynamically, like its body, each part of its body would be rotating around corners and stuff. Gotta make like a real centipede movement. That sounds easy on paper, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to try and program that. So that's something that's kind of just sitting in the oven, and, who knows what's gonna happen with that? Maybe one day. There's probably other mechanics I feel like I've struggled with. I just can't really remember at the moment. But yeah, that's one that comes to mind. Cafezin, I think, asks, can Dave do a little tutorial on UE4? I kind of want to do like a sort of UE4 tutorial one day. I would just basically one that would be this lifesaver video that I desperately needed back in the day, back in 2017, when I was struggling with AI. Oh my goodness, that was a pain in the ass. For almost 2 years, I struggled making decent AI, and still kind of struggle to this day. But I would like to do a video one day, just be like, hey, so this is how you do this, this is how you do that, all in a condensed video for anyone who wants to make, you know, easy to program AI. Because yeah, you know, you could use behavior trees. Behavior trees are like it's like the big thing people gotta use because it's very, you know, it's very good, it's very efficient at what it does. It's also a bitch, and I don't like using it, so I do wacky ways of programming AI that's a bit, it works. Not the best, but it works, and I would like to show people how to do that. So at least it's something that they can get into when they initially start working, and maybe they can graduate to behavior trees. Maybe one day I'll graduate to behavior trees. We'll see. It's been like working almost 8 years in UE4, and I still don't use behavior trees. It's a little sad, but you know, that's how it goes. Emil asks, when Dave EXE comes to Steam, will it have Steam achievements? And what was your inspiration for your friend? So, Dave EXE coming to Steam, definitely want to do. Maybe this year. I really hope I can do it this year. It just depends on like... Okay, I'm gonna get a little in-depth here. I want to make this next update huge. I want to make it big. I want to make the Steam release juicy. And that also means that I need to probably update to 4.27 of UE4 to fix some of these issues that I have currently with the engine, because it's bad. It's a lot of internal issues, like things running really slow, these long load times. I really hope they can get addressed whenever I bump up to 4.27. I need to try and bump up to 4.27. On top of that, on top of upgrading the engine version, I need to add a lot of stuff that I feel like would be necessary for a Steam release. Like, oh, you know, I gotta make the like the character upgrade system. I gotta make the next map, next set of enemies, bunch of other stuff, and it's gonna be very time consuming, and I'm hoping I can do it this year. We'll see. But yes. Oh, sorry. That didn't answer the question of Steam achievements. Yes, I will try to add Steam achievements. That was my bad. I got distracted again. But inspiration for your friend? That was a Padre design. I don't really know the answer to that one, unfortunately. Anichi Poru, I think that's how you pronounce it, asks, how long did it take you to work on Vex Clock so far? Almost 3 years. It's a long project. It's been a long time in the making. The thing is, I don't know if I would say it's as big as Around the Clock, but it's just been a crazy project to work on. From Dave EXE kind of taking up my time to just the amount of stuff I've been pouring in, the amount of passion I've been pouring into Vex Clock, it's taken me a long time. Much longer than Around the Clock, that's for sure. But yeah, hopefully the game will be released very, very soon, because it is, it's almost done, actually. Julian The Microwave asks, three different questions actually. Where did you find those cursed images, and it is coming, or did you make them? We actually made them. Me, Oddball, Padre, Ghost Candy. We made a bunch. Mostly me and Oddball made most of the character images. Some of them are literally pictures of us that we just like completely morphed. Oddball did a crazy good job on a lot of those characters. A lot of weird morphed faces and character models, like he did like the like recently the Evil Snowman, Dr. Schnoz. Yeah, those are really good. Yeah, they're definitely not Santa audio for... Okay, yeah, the I am not Harvey. It's just a joke. It's just a little Easter egg. And if there's going to be a Prototype 2, one day, I would love to do a sequel to Prototype 1. I really would. Probably wouldn't be calling it Prototype 2. I think I had a different title for it. That way it could be a little more distinguished. It would still have Proto in the name, it'd just be a little different. Patrick's Toy Reviews asks, who voice acted the villains in this Scooby Horror Arcade? It was a mix of people. You can actually, you can see in the credits, there's a lot of like different people like me, Padre, J-Ski Bean, so on and so forth. It was quite the fun project to voice act, that's for sure. Barry Bear Boo asks, out of all your original games, which ones do you really want to see get popular? And who's your favorite character you made this year? In 2022 was Polar Snap. I wonder who it is now. Okay, so out of all the original games, I would say I would love for Vex Clock, of course, to get popular. Uninvited Guest, I really do wish it could have done better. It did okay. I wish it could have gone a little bit more popular. That was kind of a fun project, but you know, it makes sense. It didn't really blow up. It was just, you know, just a little game. But my favorite character that I made, well, this year I would assume 2024. 2023 I know was probably, I know it's a simple one to choose, but Cursed Crusty. I freaking loved Cursed Crusty. It was funny. Gourd Creeper didn't make it. It was Oddball who made it, so I wouldn't count. I guess it would have to be. I guess it would have to be Cursed Crusty because I didn't make too many characters myself that year. But for 2024, what did I do? Charlotte. Well, I wouldn't count Charlotte because I technically didn't quite make that character. It was kind of like a half and half. I guess I didn't really make an original character this year for Dave EXE, except for I guess Charlotte, but that was kind of a half and half thing. Oh, Mr. Creamy! I did make that character. I made Mr. Creamy. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's my favorite character I made in 2024, Mr. Creamy. Trominium Games asks, happy early birthday. A couple questions I have are, what do you use to make music? What are your musical influences? When you release Vex Clock, do you plan on charging the same price as your other games, or something like 10 to 20 bucks? Also, Happy New Year. Thank you. What do I use to make my music? I use Rhythmic Studio. Musical influences, though, it can be things like Silent Hill, Silent Hill, and more Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill is my musical. Silent Hill's my musical influence. Yeah, that's my only musical influence. No, it's fucking not. I know there's more than just Silent Hill. Fuck. Let me think. A lot of early PlayStation, like PlayStation 1 games, like a lot of jungle music. Let me think. There's gotta be more musical influence I got than just that. Can it be just that? I don't know, that'd be crazy. Was it really just that? Damn. I guess just a lot of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 game music, like a lot of like jungle kind of music, Silent Hill, of course, and yeah, that is unfortunate. That is really my musical influence? Is it just that? Is that it? Damn, what the fuck? I thought I had more than that. Maybe I do, maybe I'm just kind of stupid, maybe I'm just not remembering. That's kind of sad though, if true. But when do I release Vex Clock? When I release Vex Clock, I'll probably be charging maybe like, I'm thinking like around $11.99 for it. It depends. I'm still trying to figure out the price I want for it, but that's most likely going to be around the price tag, somewhere around there. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'm having so much trouble pronouncing names today. But anyway, they asked, will old Grizzle Lips be a random event enemy in Dave EXE? And what are your thoughts on the killer, the singularity, and DBD? Grizzle Lips, I'll likely keep just tied to the tutorial. I don't think I want him in the game itself, because it wouldn't quite make sense. Why would Grizzle Lips be trying to stop you from getting the soda when they're trying to help you get the soda? It wouldn't make sense for a random event. But what are my thoughts on the killer, singularity, and DBD? He's cool. I love him. I'm also bad at playing as him, but I do like his aesthetic. He's cool. He's such a gamer. I love him. Plabfish Chowder asks, first, happy birthday. Thank you. Second, happy new year. Also thank you. Third question, is there a possibility to see some of your Patreon games on Steam, like Dave EXE or Do Me the Roomie? Dave EXE, of course. I will be definitely putting that on Steam. Do Me the Roomie, I've had plans for a while to do a sort of like a special edition of Do Me the Roomie, and I would like to release it on Steam. It would just require a bit of work. I would have to bump up the version from, I think it's UE 4.19 to 4.27, so that way it can be a little bit more better to work in and run a bit better. A lot of new hardware won't have as many issues with it, because a lot of here's the thing, a lot of new, I think it was CPUs, have issues with 4.19 games where they just crash within like 10 seconds of starting it up, and they have to do some backwards fix of disabling the internet before launching the game, or going to like I think it's like somewhere like the command prompt or something on Windows to put in some shit and fixing it that way. I can't remember. I know it's some weird internal stuff you gotta do to permanently fix it, but that's kind of an issue, and I do want to address it for any future releases. I do, but yeah, no, Do Me the Roomie. I'd like to put it on Steam someday. Nico Mom asks, who makes the music for your games? Is it you, Padre, or someone else? On a related note, how come some of your Dave EXE OST isn't on SoundCloud? So the music, it's usually a lot of things. It's usually me, sometimes doing the music stuff. Sometimes it can be like Moon, or other people like Oddball. He will sometimes make music. Oddball's made a fair bit of tracks recently, actually, for like Dave Exe and stuff. So yeah, it's usually just a mix of people. Most of the time it's me, most of the time it's others. As for Dave Exe OST on SoundCloud, the thing is, a majority of it is actually on SoundCloud. The Gore Guards don't have any sort of Chase or Terrius music. They currently do have a Terrius track in the newest update, but I'm thinking of removing it because I'm not happy with it. But no, a majority of the OST is on SoundCloud. The only ones that I will confirm are missing is the Butcher's music and a few other like miscellaneous tracks in the game. I just don't have the SoundCloud space left to upload those tracks. I need to get SoundCloud Pro eventually. I'm not looking forward to that. You know what it is? To have to spend $100 a year just to be able to upload some extra tracks onto SoundCloud. It's stupid. I hate the fact they have a 120-minute limit on SoundCloud for uploading music. It is ridiculous. Thankfully, I've had help from May to upload some of my tracks and stuff on their SoundCloud that are missing on mine. So if you want to go check out their SoundCloud, it would be I guess it would be more beneficial for now to just go and see the tracks they upload there than waiting for me to get SoundCloud Pro. Because the thing is, I will probably get SoundCloud Pro to upload more of the OST when I release like the next big update for Dave Exe. Because I'm not gonna have a choice. I gotta upload the new tracks on there. So yeah, it's a frustrating predicament. Moonbay asks, have you seen the Half-Life 3 news? I have indeed. Crumb asks, hi Dave. Hello. Loomis asks, oh yeah, so Dave, birthday Q&A questions. Here's some I thought of. 1. Is there any game of yours from any point in your career that you wish you did something differently with, or you think had more potential? So a game of mine that I wish I could have done differently? There's a few. First one that comes to mind is Around the Clock. I hate that the main cast is not rigged and animated. I'm very upset over that, and I wish I did rig them and animate them. Also, I don't like SpongeBob's model much these days. It was okay back when I made it, in 2021 or 2020, I guess, whenever I made them. No, I made that model back in 2019. But still, like when the game released, I wish I updated the model. I could have made SpongeBob look better. I really could have. But that's one game that comes to mind. Wish I could have done a little bit differently. But for, differently as in like potential and stuff. Scooby Horror Arcade. That's one that I feel like has lost potential. It's kind of a samey gameplay formula. I do like it. I do like Scooby Horror Arcade. I do like what I did with it. It was a step in the right direction. However, I feel like I could do better, and that's part of the reason why I hope to one day, many years from now, do a sequel that is exactly how I envision a good Scooby-Doo horror game. What's the longest it's taken you to make a certain character model or rig? Honestly, I don't know. I know there are some models I remember taking like days on. I remember Hanako's model being very much of a struggle to make. Me and Ghost Candy were kind of struggling to get it to look right. Mostly me, I was struggling to get it to look right. She was doing her best to get me to go in the right direction, especially with the whole outfit and design of the character and everything. It was very much it was hard. It was very hard, but I'm very happy with how Hanako turned out. I'm so glad I got pushed to make it just right. It came out very good. Cyborg Robobot Hunter 2, when? Bro, when will we get the sequel to Robobot Hunter? Fuck! Maybe one day. You never know, Cyborg Robobot Hunter 2 might just come out when you least expect it. Random Girl asks, from all the games you've managed to release this year, which was your most or least favorite? Well, I guess 2024 I really only released was Uninvited Guest, but let's broaden the question a little bit. Let's say It Is Coming also counts because it came out on December 29th of 2023. So, which one of those two is my favorite? I would probably say It Is Coming. I do love Uninvited Guest, but It Is Coming has just been a really fun project. It's definitely my favorite. I would never say Uninvited Guest is my least favorite though, because it is definitely up there competing with It Is Coming. I loved Uninvited Guest. That was fun to work on. It's fun to play. I do like it. I hope it's fun to play. I thought it was kind of fun. Am I forklift certified? Maybe. Dave Davidson asks, when are we getting more cutlery? No more cutlery. They're done. Ezra asks, what was the inspiration for some of your characters, Pork and Twilight, for example? That would be the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. I had a bit of inspiration from them. Other characters, though, not usually much. Usually just things I think of on the spot. Just random characters I come up with. Not usually inspiration for those. Sometimes they do, maybe they don't. It depends. Mouth ass. What was the concept of the Scrap Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends horror game about? Oh boy, we're going deep, aren't we? That's an old game idea I had back in, 2018? I think? Pretty sure I did. I don't even know what the hell that game was going to be about. I just know that it was mostly going to be like gameplay of you not being able to move freely, and it would be going along like railway tracks to be able to navigate. So there's a lot of turns, a lot of straight rails. It was something like that. I don't remember much past that though. What does slide whistle noise mean? This could be horror arcade. It's just a sound effect. That's all it is when they just jump down into the nothingness. And what inspired you to make Strange Terror from the Deep? Really just wanting to do a sequel to Beyond the Stars, which, Beyond the Stars was its inspiration was from that one movie. It came from Terror Beyond Space or something like that, or Terror from Beyond Space. And I just wanted to do a sequel, and this time it'd be underwater, and then I just did a underwater version of the game. That's pretty much the extent of it, I believe. Rich SMG asks, what was the hardest project that you had to drop? Dracula's Castle, just hands down. I wish I could have finished it. And aside from ATC, which game had the most difficult development? DaveXE. I was gonna say Vex Clock, but I think DaveXE takes the cake. It's definitely really hard to develop, especially with how slow the engine is, and just all the problems I have with it. It's hard. It's a fucking hard game. I love DaveXE, but it is hard to work in, that's for sure. It is hard to make. Also, which of your monsters do you like the most? That's a hard question. It's a lot of characters from the Strange Terror series to DaveXE, but I would say my favorite could be a mix of things. It could be the Experiment Shark Guy from Strange Terror from the Deep. It could be Dole from Strange Terror Beyond the Stars. The character in DaveXE I do love. It's Grubbler. I love Grubbler. I don't know if he counts as a monster, but I love Grubbler. He's a funny little guy. He's a grubby little man. He's grubble. Going to Minecraft asks, how does it feel that the YouTubers who popularized your SpongeBob fan games seem to have forgotten about your other projects? I do feel a little sad that a lot of YouTubers kind of moved on from my games past Around the Clock and just kind of haven't really shown interest in my newer games. It's a shame, but that's how it goes. There's a lot of games out there. There's a lot of people that rather check out and play their games for whatever reason it may be. Whether it be like FNAF fan games or like parody games or just even more maybe other original projects that just appeal to them. I respect it. It is sad, of course. I do really wish more people like 8-Bit Ryan or like Jacksepticeye, a lot of big YouTubers out there. I wish they would check out my newer games after they already saw like stuff like Beyond the Stars, the AM games and stuff. I wish they would continue to like some of the new stuff I make. But again, some of the stuff is paid, or some of the stuff just doesn't really appeal to them. I respect it. It sucks, but that's how it goes in game development. Tunky asks, when are you gonna stop putting me in that Santa suit? I don't know. It's not my fault. I showed you the Santa suit, and you put it on. You're stuck with it now. I don't know what else to tell you. Gabby, the #1 YFA hater apparently, says, is Charlie sensitive about the fact that he's burnt? No, I think he's just a little sad. He's not offended or broken, maybe, but he's burnt. His name's Charlie. He got charred. There's not a lot I can do there. Polar Snap Twilight. Fucking, where are these people coming from? They ask, can I date Edgy Dave? No, Edgy Dave. He wants Money. Edgy Dave wants Money Chan, and he will not stop till he gets Money Chan. Money Chan is his only devout interest, and he will go through great lengths to obtain that future that he desires. And that's the birthday Q&A. That was quite a ride. A lot of questions answered. Hope I answered yours. There are some that I didn't really answer, I think, very well and stuff, but I apologize for that. This was all very much ad-libbed, and is it ad-lib? I don't remember. Fucking, my brain's fried. Sometimes I just can't think straight. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This was quite a video. It's been a long time since I recorded a video, and I appreciate you stopping by to listen. Happy birthday to me. I'm happy to grow old, and hopefully I will finally release Vex Clock within the next month or so. It is getting very close. It is getting very close to completion. I plan on doing a last Steam development log, one last development log on Steam. You can check those out, by the way. If you go to the Steam page, you can read up on the development logs for the game there. I'm posting one last one there soon, probably within the next few weeks. It'll be the whole release date announcement and everything, because it is getting very close. I will say that the game is very, very close to completion, so I'm very excited to finally be done with this. I'm a bit nervous because there is some stuff that I'm very much uncertain about, like Steam Cloud, Steam achievements, the Steam approval process. It's kind of scary, and I hope that I can be able to hope I can pull through all this. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited, and I hope you're looking forward to the game. Wishlist of Vex Clock on Steam. Check it out. Hope you like it. Very scared about how it's gonna be received, because I don't know how. This is the first non-horror game I've really done, and I hope that it turns out well. I really hope so. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye. Was that a good farewell? Was that a good goodbye? Ouch, my headset, shit. I feel so sweaty and hot because this fucking blanket I have to wear on my microphone. This sucks. I just want to have, a better recording setup than this shit.